In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NCAAF matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop. Because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. Texas Tech laying 23.5 is exactly the kind of late-season inflation the public walks into, especially when the Red Raiders have already shown inconsistency maintaining big leads. West Virginia catching plus 24.5 has the backdoor angle working all game long because Texas Tech tends to shift into conservative mode once they're up, and with the total at 52.5, the script leans slower late. I like West Virginia plus 24.5 and the under 52.5. East Carolina catching 6.5 is one of those spots where the dog naturally fits the matchup because Florida Atlantic isn't built to comfortably separate. The Owls laying 7 signals perception rather than dominance, and ECU's ability to muddy drives keeps them inside these kinds of lines. With a total around 66.5, this number sits too high for two teams that stall as often as they surge. I'm on East Carolina plus 6.5 and the under 66.5. Kentucky catching 3 is the sharper angle because Louisville rarely covers short, home favorite numbers in rivalry setups. The Wildcats thrive as a dog in physical matchups, and Louisville laying 2.5 suggests the books don't fully trust them either. With the total at 46, pace should wobble just enough for a field position battle. I lean Kentucky plus 3 and the under 46. Clemson laying 3 feels like a trap because South Carolina at home has consistently punched above market expectation in these rivalry atmospheres. The Gamecocks catching 2.5 brings a lot of value, especially with Clemson's tendency to have mid-game scoring lulls. With a total around 46.5, this sets up as a controlled, slower game that rewards underdogs. I like South Carolina plus 2.5 and the under 46.5. Ohio State laying 9 is a number built entirely on reputation, especially when Michigan catching 10.5 historically shows up in rivalry games. These matchups rarely feature true separation, and that's why double-digit spreads in this spot almost always hold dog value. With a total hovering near 43, scoring should spike late more than early. I like Michigan plus 10.5 and the over 43. Miami laying 6 has been steady all week, but Pittsburgh catching 7 is the side that fits the pace profile. Miami often wins games without covering, and Pitt's disruptive defensive style keeps things messy. With the total at 49.5, the script leans to a grind more than a shootout. I'm taking Pittsburgh plus 7 and the under 49.5. Toledo laying 10 is aggressive for a team that wins strategically rather than explosively, especially against a Chippewa squad catching 11.5 that loves slowing games into trenches. Central Michigan has enough defensive presence to keep this close, and with the total at 44.5, every possession becomes critical. I like Central Michigan plus 11.5 and the over 44.5. Ball State catching 17.5 is live against a Miami, Ohio team that simply doesn't blow out divisional opponents comfortably. Dogs in this range inside conference play have performed well historically, and the Cardinals' ball control approach fits the mold. With a total of 41.5, low scoring makes large margins harder to hit. I like Ball State plus 17.5 and the over 41.5. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. For the recap, we're rolling with West Virginia plus 24.5 and under 52.5, East Carolina plus 6.5 and under 66.5, Kentucky plus 3 and under 46, South Carolina plus 2.5 and under 46.5, Michigan plus 10.5 and over 43, Pittsburgh plus 7 and under 49.5, Central Michigan plus 11.5 and over 44.5, and Ball State plus 17.5 with over 41.5. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!